Hello. Hello. Yes, good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a good morning. Today is 25th of February. So we're going to start our analysis for the day. We'll start with Brent oil. I want to start with it because it looks really good. There are certain things which you're supposed to be looking at. First, we do have a very good shape here, like some trend line. Let's make it black. The trend line should be in black so that we're able to see it properly. So we do have this trend line, and then you have another one from the bottom. So it's like this is a very good shape formation, and anytime you see something like this, what it means is that the price may likely continue to the upper side. So if you saw this happening, that's if you saw this wedge, then the price went and broke above it while you are seeing, that could have meant that the price is continuing to the upper side. Therefore, you're supposed to be looking for buy positions immediately after this breakout, expecting price to continue up, where there's another shape, almost a similar shape. We have this here, and then you have another shape here. So after this breakout, this meant we are now continuing to the upper side. So if you are looking at this chart now, you're supposed to keep looking for buy positions, expect price to pull back nicely up to this point, expect price to come back up to 65.505. If this can happen, if the price can pull back nicely up to that point, then that will give us the ideal place to look for a buy from. So as it is now, the price is upwards, everything is pointing to the upside. You're supposed to keep looking for buy positions, wait for pullbacks, wait for retracements, then you pick a buy position, expecting price to continue in that direction. So the next chart I want us to look at is SP500. SP500, we are upwards. I don't recommend a sell on this chart. From what you can see, the price keeps pulling back, but then it continues to break even higher than it was previously. So if you're on this, you are supposed to be keen on buy positions. Wait for key levels. There are levels where if it becomes even more interesting. I want just to look at those few levels, those levels where if the price comes back up to, then it tends to give us good places for a trade. Like we have this level. This is a very good support level and a resistance level at the same time. We had it as a resistance, and then we had it just recently as support. We have the one at the very top. This is also a very good resistance level, and then we have this one here. So we have this as a resistance, we have this as a resistance. There is this breakout, the price pulled back nicely up to the same place. Somehow it attempted to break below, but then it came back again up. So if you saw our webinar on false breakout, this could have been a very good buy for you. You could have seen technically that after this breakout, this was the correct place to look for a buy from. This could have been the correct place at 3860.3, could have been the best place to look for a buy from, expecting that buy to go up to 3964.1. So if the price breaks beyond this level, expect a continuation much higher, expect price to continue to rally to the upper side. The next chart I want us to look at is gold. Gold so far, gold is bearish. We do have this is a very good trend line. As you can see, we had a resistance there, that is this resistance, and then we have a resistance there, and then you also have another one. So it looks like we are within some shape, we're within some shape formation, we're within a very good shape formation. So as it is now, we just want to see price pull back nicely up to this point, so that we pick a sell when the price gets there, expecting that sell to go up to the trend line which we have at the very bottom. So this will give us the correct place to look for a sell from. If you're on this chart now, expect a sell when the price comes back up to this point. So wait for a pullback up to this level, pick a sell from this point, expect that sell to take us up to this trend line, the one we have at the very bottom. The next chart I want us to look at, Euro USD. We have it here. So we have it here. So Euro USD so far, we've seen price attempt to continue to the upside. The price keeps struggling with a rally to the upper side. We do have this here, and then you have another one bottom here. So as it is now, there is also a level here where the price should first of all break beyond before we can say that this is now upwards. So we do have a very good resistance zone here. These are like resistance zone. We have a resistance there, we have a resistance, we have a resistance, we have a resistance. If the price should clearly ascend beyond these two lines, then we want to see a pullback to the same place before we can pick a buy. This may happen next week. So should the price continue up and even close beyond 1.21803, then we just want to see a pullback up to the same place so that we can pick a buy. We are expecting that buy to push us even higher. So as it is now, we expect a move at least up to this point. This should be a very good resistance level. So the next I want us to move to this GBP USD. So GBP USD, the same thing which was happening in Euro is always the same thing which is happening with GBP USD, just that GBP USD has been upwards. So look at this forecast, the one this forecast we did some days ago. I think this was some weeks ago, beginning of the month. We had a very good resistance trend line here. We had a resistance trend line. We had a resistance trend line. We had it here, and then the price broke above. After this break, the price pulled back nicely up to the same point. So this could have been the correct place to look for a buy from. If you are on this chart, this could have been the correct place to look for a buy from. Actually, as it is now, we are still to the upper side. I don't recommend a sell on this chart for now. We just want to see maybe a break beyond levels, like if the price can go beyond this level, if the price breaks above that point, if it goes beyond, we want to see some pullback so that we can continue with it to the upper side. This is what should happen. The next chart, USDJPY here. So USDJPY so far, there is nothing much other than the fact that the price is approaching a very good resistance level. We do have a level here, and the price actually tested it the previous day. So we have this as a very good support, and then we have this here. We have this. So it looks like we have a support here, we have a support there, we have a support there. As we're speaking now, the price is approaching a very good resistance level, this one. This should be a good place to be looking for a sell from. If the price does not clearly break and close beyond it, then that will give us a correct place we want to look for a sell from. So just keep waiting, expect price to rebound from that level to the lower side so that we pick a sell position. If the price ascends beyond it, then that too will be a good place to continue buying from. So should the price break above, we want to see a pullback before we can continue to the upside. This is what should happen ultimately. So thank you very much. That should bring us to the end of today's session. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same. So thank you. See you. Hello, you want us to look at USD chef? Okay, just a second. Let me display that on the screen. USD chef. So we'll start with the daily. This chart, there's a level which I want price to get to. Actually, it looks like the price is there already. We do have a very good level here. This is some support level. It was a support previously. We had a support here. We had a support here. Then there was a support within this range before the price eventually broke and closed below it. So we were expecting a sell when the price was here, but as you can see, the price actually crossed beyond this level. So this could be a sign that somehow we are still upwards, but the price needs to pull back down before it continues up. So we expect a move at least up to this level. This is on the daily chart. We expect price to retrace back up to within the same range. We want to see a pullback nicely to the same point so that we can pick a buy up to around 0.91797. So this will be a good place to look for a buy from. This is going to be a very good place where if the price can pull back up to this point, then that will be the correct place to look for a buy from. I hope my point is clear on that. If the price pulls back nicely to the same place, then that will give us the correct place where we want to look for a buy from. I hope my explanation makes sense. So thank you very much. That's what I'm seeing on USD Chef. I will meet again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you. See you.